Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which motorcycle do I ride to the show? Okay, hey, you know what? Hey, welcome to Ice HCV. I'm going to ride the Honda CB650. I've never ridden this motorcycle. I haven't. I'm going to ride up the street right now. Right up the street right now, just to see how the thing feels. Because I got the new 1000R, which I just really love that bike. Got the new Triumph Rocket 3R. Even love that bike even more. But the CB650... I think it'd just be fun to ride up the street and just see how the posture is on this bike versus that bike. I think it's very similar. I think these bikes have very similar type of riding. So, no brainer, right? So let's see how it rides as I go up the street. First thing we got to do is start her up. So get the ignition switch on and cranks right up. Get out there. Good old Honda. Good old Honda. Right? That Honda true and tried product. Who doesn't like that? And I just love this. Kid and I are going to have to go ride 2 up on the CBs. Right? Wow. Huh. I never realized how radically different this front end is on this motorcycle. This is crazy. I've never ridden this CB. This front end is so much more raked in. So when you steer it, I mean, it's just a totally different feeling motorcycle. As far as my daughter, she just doesn't know, because she hasn't really ridden these type of bikes. She's more of the Harley girl. But I'm blown away right now on how this is such a sharp rake in this fork, and how the steering, I mean, you're right down on the pavement. You're sitting on the motorcycle, you so feel like your face is in the pavement, but the steering is so like funky. It's so like quick and agile. So wow, yeah, this is definitely for me more of a younger person's motorcycle. I'm just so used to the bigger bikes, but I'm amazed how much different it feels from my CB1000R. That's just crazy, but so refined. This thing is just so the shifting. I mean, the transmission, the throttle. I mean, it's just so well designed. And I mean, I know there's the Trident out there. I know there's other competitors of other brands out there. And I'm just not that fixated on this type of bike, knowing really which is the best. But I just like the Honda product. I have a good relationship with Honda. So, yeah, and it's for the kid for the most part. So, all right, let's jump back on and get some more riding time. Okay, wow, that is so crazy. On this bike is so much feeling. I mean, such a different feel. Now, if you look at the handlebars here on the CB650 versus CB1000, so the handlebars are definitely a different design. But it just seems like, and look at this bike here, I mean, in so many ways, I guess the rake on the bike is about the same. I mean, in some ways, this looks even more in, but it's just so weird. That is such a different riding motorcycle, and I feel more confident on this than I do that, and that's crazy. But really what's interesting is when I shift, it's a really firm shift to go into the gear. You can literally hear that shifter click in. You really got to pull up with your foot to get it to really go in. I've never experienced that with a motorcycle per se before, where you really feel like a click for it to engage to the next gear. So, I mean, it's a really great bike. I think it's a great bike for the intermediate rider. I wouldn't recommend this for the first time buyer. I think this would be better for the intermediate rider. But anyways, I'm just really taken back on how this motorcycle here feels so much different, radically different from that there. And that's why I love owning all these different types of motorcycles in cars and trucks, because I think just some people, they just don't realize how radically different every vehicle is from another. I mean, it really is. And this here, look at this bike here. This thing looks massive in comparison to these bikes here. I call them the naked bikes. Really love my CB1000R. I hope my kid likes the CB650. I really think it needs, though, a windscreen. I really think this thing needs a windscreen because there's a lot of air. This little thing here really makes a huge difference on the air coming in. And I've looked into it. It's so crazy to put a windscreen on this. It's a radical. It's not that simple. I mean, you got to take a bunch of stuff apart. It just seems like it'd be something out there a little simpler. So, did I go ride this thing for hours? No, I'm not going to go do that. This just isn't my style bike. For me, it's more about my kid, my daughter. But I just love the look of the bike. And yeah, when I ride around, sure, but not today. It's more about my CB1000R. So anyways, hey, thanks for watching my YouTube channel. And love to hear the comments from others that have these. And I think that some people will reach out and say the Ducati, you know, the Kawasaki, the Yamaha, there's other, the Triumph, the BMW, you know, you've got different classes of motorcycles and different brands. And wonder what other people think of the Honda CB650. I'd be curious to know if anybody wants to reach out and talk about it. Thanks so much for watching my video. Have a great Thanksgiving.